What's good, everyone? Jets Takeoff. In this video, I want to talk about when Zach Wilson should come back and what the plan is, because Coach Saleh put out a quote yesterday that was basically saying if Zach Wilson is ready to play in Week 1, he will be the starting quarterback regardless of Joe Flacco's performance. So what do I think about this quote, and when should Zach Wilson come back? Well, in my opinion, I think Joe Flacco should be the starting quarterback for the first 2 weeks, and Zach Wilson should come back by Week 3 against the Bengals, even if he's fully healthy. And a lot of people may be wondering, why do I think that? Well, I think Zach Wilson, we have to take this very seriously. Even though we got the best case scenario, the injury looked very bad. And for his specific injury, it's a knee injury. When you play quarterback, you put a lot of weight and pressure on your knees to throw back and kind of get the momentum into putting the power on the ball. And not to mention, these defenses are very, very good. So Zach Wilson will most likely have a ton of pressure in his face, and if he does play, he'd have to try and run around again. And how did he get hurt? By running around. It is not a good idea to start him against two very, very good defenses, especially against Myles Garrett. Listen, this coaching staff cannot be negligent. They have to be honest with themselves. If we put Zach Wilson out for the first 2 weeks, even if he's not 100%, is this a good idea? The answer is no, and they cannot be selfish about it at all. And it's not like we don't have good backup quarterback options either. Listen, Joe Flacco is a capable quarterback. I know he's not the Ravens franchise quarterback anymore, but he's still a quality player. Even though he hasn't won a game for the Jets in 2020 and 2021, he's put us in a ton of games. We've been competitive in Joe Flacco games. You look at the Dolphins game last year, and in 2020, the Monday Night Football against the Patriots, and the Los Angeles Chargers game. We've been fighting in games with Flacco, and it seems like a lot of players are sort of rallying towards him in training camp, which is awesome. Garrett Wilson, he talked about how Joe Flacco knows how to put a little bit less touch on the football and to make it easier for wide receivers to catch. It's something that Zach Wilson cannot do quite yet. So starting Joe Flacco definitely has its advantages too. He's a veteran quarterback. He's not the hopeful franchise quarterback, so if he gets hurt, it's not the worst thing in the entire world. Whereas if Zach got hurt, the season is a complete wash and a waste. And Flacco knows how to beat the blitz. These two teams are very, very good, especially their defensive front. So when they're not rushing forward, they're going to be blitzing. Flacco knows how to beat the blitz. I've not seen enough from Zach Wilson last season to think that he knows how to beat the blitz and effectively outthrow these teams. I just don't think that's possible. And Week 3, I really think it's the best chance against the Bengals. They're a solid defense, but they're nowhere near as good as the Baltimore Ravens and as the Cleveland Browns. So this franchise cannot be negligent. Mekhi Becton's already out for the year. If our franchise quarterback, if we rush him too early and he gets hurt again and he's out for the year, all the fire is on Joe Douglas and Robert Saleh. It cannot happen. It would be inexcusable, and it would be gross mismanagement. Because the thought when these two individuals in Robert Saleh and Joe Douglas were coming in the building, we thought they would take care of our franchise and not be negligent like our other past general managers and coaches. So that's basically what I think about the whole situation. In recap, Zach Wilson should come back earliest Week 3, and I think Joe Flacco should be the starter for Week 1 and Week 2. That's just how I see it. Let me know what you think, if you agree or disagree. And yeah, I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.